Welcome to the live show on the internet, Urban Gossip TV. Yeah, it's been a minute. That's why I'm back up in it. And for tonight's episode, we got Mello Buckzz. Mello Buckzz had an album release party in Chicago, and next thing you know, mass shooting. 14 people injured, 4 unalive. We're going to jump right into the details.
The shooting happened outside a new venue that was holding an album release party for a rapper.
It's not the first time a deadly shooting happened outside that building, and the alderman wants it permanently shut down. WGN's Jenna Barnes joins us live from River North with that part of the story. Jenna.
Yeah, Mike, it's been temporarily shut down, and it is the second business at this location to be shut down because of violence. Alderman Brendan Riley says the restaurant here behind us hosted that rap album release party without a liquor license through a loophole. The city has temporarily shut down the restaurant tied to the mass shooting in River North, and Alderman Brendan Riley is working to keep it closed.
Make sure that these folks don't reopen.
What ended in violence Wednesday night began as a party to celebrate the release of Chicago drill rapper Mello Buckz's new album, Hollyhood. 4 people were killed and 14 others wounded, as at least one drive-by shooter opened fire on them as they left her party. The artist, whose real name is Melanie Doyle, says she lost several people close to her, including a man who appears to be her boyfriend. She posted on Instagram after the shooting, "We was having so much fun in our private little life, glued to my hip every day. My heart broke into so many pieces. Why is this happening to me? I don't wish this type of pain on nobody." And she goes on to say, "I'm so sorry." The Chicago Sun-Times reports the rapper pleaded guilty to a 2023 assault of another rapper and was sentenced to nearly 3 years probation. Last night, Mello Buckzz hosted her album release party at Art Is, a new business that just opened its doors earlier this year in the same building as the former Hush nightclub. Hush was shut down after 1 person was killed and 3 others wounded in a shooting outside the club in 2022.
I have put in place in my ward a 4 a.m. liquor license moratorium and a moratorium on tavern licenses, meaning you can't get those in my ward. We thought that when we had revoked the licenses from Hush nightclub, this would be the end of these types of incidents at this location.
Alderman Brendan Riley tells us Art Is opened as a restaurant with only a BYOB license. Its liquor license was pending with the city.
And ironically, some of the provisions with that license that was pending were things like don't use promoters and don't offer hard liquor bottle service. And it's our understanding both of those things occurred last night at this venue.
The owner, Chef Brandy Artis, once competed on a Food Network show, and her team says in a statement, Art Is was created as a safe space, a space where Black, brown, queer, and allied communities could gather, be celebrated, and feel at home in River North. We've always led with that mission, and what happened last night disrupted it in the most painful way.
If you're planning to operate a restaurant, you don't host rap album release parties that are catering to known gang affiliates.
Alderman Riley is pushing to make the closure here permanent as he pushes City Council to take a closer look at BYOB licenses.
That is a gaping loophole in our code.
I'd like to send my condolences out to the family and friends of the victim. But I got to keep this shit all the way real. Birds of a feather flock together. I'm going to say it again. Birds of a feather flock together. With that being said, this shit was supposed to go down like that because everybody who attended Mello Buckzz album release party is on that type of time Mello Buckzz is on. It's common sense. It's common sense. All them on that drill rapping shit, all them move like that in real life. So what's supposed to happen? It's common sense that shit was supposed to happen. If it wasn't going to take place there, it was going to take place at some point in time or another. At some point in time or another. You notice when they mentioned Mello Buckzz album release party, they mentioned that she was arrested 2-3 years ago. You understand me? And she had to serve time. So at the end of the day, why would you attend an album release party in Chicago, period? I'm not even living nowhere that is named Chirac. If I got to reside in a spot called Chirac, I'm going to take heed at my life. You understand me? I'm not gonna sit up there and go out clubbing. I'm not doing none of that shit. If I'm not pulling up to your house or you ain't pulling up to my house, we just can't hang out. It's just plain and simple. We gonna have to go to Milwaukee. We gonna have to go to the next state over, and that shit ain't no good because there's hella gangs over there. It's just common sense. And another thing, if you're a restaurant owner or a business owner, period, you might not want to participate in such a event. Now, I'm not throwing the owner of the artist under the bus. I'm sorry. I'm not throwing that owner under the bus. By the end of the day, I understand why you might have allowed them to have that function at your restaurant. Because being a black business owner, a lot of times we don't get businesses from other nationalities. We mainly get business from the people that look like us, our own people. So a lot of times, we might not be booming like other businesses. So we got to get it how we can get it. I understand that, but certain things can be detrimental to your business. Like having that album release party at your business, it was detrimental because now you got politicians, you got the mayor, you got all these other people, man, that's trying to shut your business down before it got started. All because you held the event for a rapper. For a rapper. Like I say, man, niggas spend good money. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas is good money. Everybody know this. But they also know niggas is liability. Niggas is high risk. I won't give a damn what kind of business you run. Niggas can be high risk. That's why they got rid of all the clubs, because niggas is high risk. Because of the shootings, because of the drunk driving, because of the fights and people getting injured and all type of stuff that's going on. They be having to shut down their business, man. Because you niggas don't know how to act. You niggas can't go nowhere and just act accordingly. Like I say, man, it's a lot of places that have album release parties that don't go through this. It's a lot of rappers that have album release parties and it be successful. All I'm saying is, who will have an album release party in Chicago? Mello Buckzz. Why not have your album release party in Atlanta or something like that? Why not go to Atlanta? Why not go to the Cali or somewhere and have your album release party? Why not have your album release party on a charter boat or something? Have a nice dinner on a charter boat and have your release party on a charter boat. Therefore, you know you can keep everybody safe. Everybody's safe. Because if I had an album release party and the people I invited come and everybody show up, and next thing you know, people is getting shot at and killed, I will feel like I'm responsible for it because they came to see me. This is a function that I promoted. This is a function that I'm throwing. Y'all here because of me. I will feel some type of way. I won't be tweeting. I'll be getting on national TV to let people know and see my compassion that I got for what took place. But like I say, these are gangsters, so they ain't really got no compassion for nobody. It's all about them. You understand me? She allegedly lost a boyfriend. And I think a brother or sister or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Now, a lot of y'all gonna be like, man, she did this just to get in the industry. Could be. Because it's ironic that how it just took place. It's ironic how it took place. An album release party. Soon as the album release party is over, everybody hanging outside, then mass shooting, 4 people dead. Now her music going to soar through the algorithm. Only because everybody checking for Mello Buckzz, Mello Buckzz, Mello Buckzz, Mello Buckzz. All on the news, all on YouTube. Everybody checking for Mello Buckzz now. Now what record label won't want somebody that hot right now? She lost out this way, but she finna gain another way. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. To me, this shit was evident to happen. It had to happen this way. Because like I say, man, look at the type of music. Look what type of time she on. She promoting the drill shit. I'm talking about she talk greasy on the mic. I ain't gonna hold you. She talk greasy on the mic. And she can flow. She can rap. And she decent looking. So like I say, man, when I was checking out the videos and the footage and all that, man, I seen a lot of bad bitches running around. You understand me? And all of them may look like gang bangers, but like I say, man, and it was a lot of women. They were saying damn the majority of them was women that was shot. Majority women. Can you imagine that? How many mothers got injured or might have lost their life out there that night when they should have been home with their children? Some of them women out there got 3, 4, 5, 6 children. Who was babysitting, watching those children while they was out here celebrating? So you got to think about all this. Me personally, I don't go in no large crowds full of niggas because I already know what's going to go down. I already know what's going down. Somebody owe a bitch money. Somebody done rob somebody. Somebody done smash somebody baby mama. Smash somebody old lady. It's always some shit going on. And it's around you. You don't have to know these people, but you know all this shit take place in the real world. So why would I put myself around that? If it ain't at least 100 white people there, I'm not going. I'm going to say it again. If it ain't at least 100 white people in the building, I'm not going to attend. Because you know what I know? Niggas don't respect niggas' lives, but they respect white people's lives. So sometimes you got to play psychology with these crash dummies out here. Sometimes, man, you got to really know and not ignore the truth. And the truth is, you can't be around a bunch of niggas, man. Niggas is high risk. Niggas is a liability. Niggas gonna destroy your business if you let them. Leave your thoughts in the comment. Elaborate. With that being said, if you smell some stink, that's me. Urban Gossip TV, because we the shit. Yeah.